despite the fact no one believed, except for our retail investors and me, it actually works. And it works in a context where I think if you talk to other people about what they're doing with these things, you'll find that it's a lot of self-pleasuring and no fun. You know what it's like to be a Palantirian in high school. We launched AIP just over a year ago. Our central thesis around what would make AI valuable was really taken from a lot of our insights on the battlefield and some insights commercially, but basically, what are the core challenges to managing algorithmic actions where lives are at stake? And then the core insight that differentiated us was actually somewhat philosophical, which was in philosophy, you have different kinds of philosophy, but one major trend is like interpretive, which is kind of obvious. But things that are naturally interpretive can never be turned into things that are non-interpretive. And you have a whole school and a whole divide in philosophy going from philosophers people would know, kind of Aristotle, Kant, good and bad. I would say that, you know, we all have our opinions. And then you have philosophers people don't know as well, which you could broadly define as, you know, non-interpretive. They're structures that exist independent of any perception. And there's actually a huge battle going on in the world between those that believe in interpretive and those that don't. And by and large, as a generalization, the non-interpretive people are, in my view, on the wrong side of life. There tend to be the people who somehow believe America should apologize for being a great nation. The West should apologize for being anti-discriminatory, pro-fairness, pro-capital accumulation, and whatever else is on the long list of complete, in my view, BS. By the way, you don't have to agree with all my opinions to be a Palantir customer, and I welcome everyone here. You don't even have to agree with any of them, but you do have to be aware I have them. And we have them. And by the way, the attention to detail at this company is actually an outgrowth of our beliefs. So even if you don't agree with them, you are profiting from them, because the reason why Foundry, Gaia, Meta Constellation, our targeting work, AIP, and most important to you, ontology, actually exist and actually work, was never for capital accumulation. It was to make sure that the people using our products have a structural advantage over the people that don't use our products. Primarily first on the battlefield, but then in commercial. We are fully aligned with our partners. And that alignment of we want you to win is actually what gets this very complicated, very difficult concatenation of some of the most talented and difficult people in the world to build products and then deploy them and then listen to your customer response. But on the march to what is an ontology, why has the whole world misunderstood where LLMs are valuable and where they're not valuable? And basically, why is everyone trying to sell you something that is like kind of the equivalent of talking to a reasonably smart person who entered high school, which is interesting, but is not going to allow you to change your business? And why have they not understood that you should build something that would allow you to work with this interpretive, generative thing called a large language model, but in a way where you can actually impose the knowledge from it, the logic of your business, the understanding of your business inside the architecture of a modern enterprise. Every modern enterprise in the world has an architecture, a security architecture, a way in which you see the world, insights that allow you to manage your business, insights that you've acquired that are crucial to the way you build and win and conduct things, insights that your engineers have, insights that people in your business need to maintain even when people leave, insights that you need to get people to understand, so non-engineers understanding engineering processes. Why have people why are there so few products? It's like you have the chips, they create the LLM, and then de facto you need something like an ontology. And why did we build it? Because we had a realistic understanding of the intersection between insights, a raw resource that needed to be used as a raw resource, large language models, and the complicated architecture of your business, both from a security and from an insights, the way in which you join the data, the way in which the data is actually siloed, the way in which you control who sees what, who does what, under what circumstances, that is the precursor for any enterprise, any society working. And at the end of the day, it's that product that has powered us from no clients to 70 people here presenting and hundreds of people interested, and is going to power both this company and, quite frankly, those that adopt, especially in America, into a superior position. Because in the end, you have products, your business, chips, and ontology. And that is how you get these things to work. And so I like of course, you can have these ideas in theory, and we had them in various portions as the tech didn't really exist. When we built PG, we were trying to deal with some of these issues, and the tech wasn't there, and the tech wasn't there until recently. But it is incredibly gratifying, unbelievably gratifying, to then see these things in action on the battlefield, where these things have actually saved and on occasion taken lives, in your enterprises, where we see people who are getting extraordinary value, and also then the fact that people come here and speak in public about it is just incredibly motivating to me, because again, it shows you have this idea, the idea is uniquely suited to making the best people in the world, companies in this country especially, but all over the world, the West, our military and intelligence service better and better and better, and give you a distinct advantage